Hello, friends, and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz, and I have more coffee inspiration for you, and it is cuteness overload with a holiday theme. Earlier this year, I released a bunch of free coffee-themed sentiments, one of my most popular kits ever. And today, I get to share with you some coffee products that I really wish had been out when that kit was released. So first we're going to use the takeout coffee cup shaped card, and this has everything you need to make an amazing shaped card. And then this is the coffee on the go die set. This one's actually on pre-order, and I'm going to use it to assemble my Nutcracker Cup Character. But we'll talk through how you can make this card without that piece if you're ordering just the Nutcracker. In the description box below, I will link to the entire new release because there's a bunch of these cup characters. They are so stinking cute. I added a couple of photos of some other cards I've made with cup characters at the beginning, and then I have one more sneak peek for you at the end. We have a very sassy Santa. Like, I can't even, you guys. But I am just chatting away here and assembling his little jacket. Okay, the pieces are pretty clear, and I love that Tanisa did an awesome job. That's the owner of Trinity. She made little guides on how to assemble and what all the die pieces are for each of these cup characters. So there's no guesswork at all. I will say I'm gluing down these little gold pieces. I'm not sure what to call them. The top one is too high. I did not realize that. I highly recommend assembling the mustache and teeth before you go gluing those down. In the end, I will just peel off the top one carefully. He's going to get covered by the mouth. And then later I'll move it and put it a little bit lower. This is also a great time to mention that this is a hop. So I will link also in the description box below to all the information you need to see all the other videos in the hop and to enter to win a gift certificate to Trinity Stamps. You can check us out hopping along here on YouTube and then over on Instagram. So I'll link there as well. So I used two pieces from that coffee on the go that's on pre-order, and one of them is the lid. The lid from that set cuts out different pieces to assemble the lid. It's like two parts. But the shaped card die set has a one-piece lid, and it comes with a stencil. So you get this really incredible, very realistic detail and shading on that. So in the very last card that I show you, you'll see one that I just ink blended and shaded that way. So you don't actually need the lid. I did also use then a piece cut out of peach cardstock for his face. You absolutely could just cover that top part with some peach cardstock and trim along the sides for this card. That coffee on the go set is super, super helpful for a bunch of other different purposes, but you don't actually need it for this one. Okay, so I wanted to make sure you knew if you were really excited about the Nutcracker. I can't believe I'm excited about a Nutcracker. This is twice in 1 year I've done Nutcracker card videos, and that's not normally my jam, but he's so ridiculous. It's the sideburns, I think, that are killing me. I cut a scrap of white cardstock to put behind his teeth because I didn't want to inlay them, and it felt pretty reasonable that I could cut basically a rectangle. So I went ahead and did that. And then I've got my matching gold accent up here on the hat. The little brim of the hat comes with the Nutcracker, okay? So I use dies to assemble the lid of the cup that becomes the hat, but just that piece that dips down into his face will come right along with this die set. Quite frankly, I think there's a way that I'm going to repurpose the eyes and the sideburns and mustache for not a coffee cup and not a Nutcracker. They're just so funny. So dated in the best of ways. When I went to add my sideburns, I already have my lid on. I realized that the sideburns actually go up a little higher than the lid. So I just used my little pokey tool, my Trinity pickup stick, to create some space underneath the top right there. You can see me lifting it, and I'll just tuck the sideburns. Sideburns, you guys. I have die cut sideburns ever so gently and tuck them under the hat. And then these eyes, a lot of times we either get an eye that's like lots of layers or that's just a circle. And this somehow creates more dimension with a single piece. And I really appreciate that I'm not assembling a ton of tiny die cuts. So once I have my mustache and teeth glued down, I can see that I have just a little bit of space under what was originally that bottom gold piece, and I'll just glue on the second one. But here is our finished card. He's glittery, he's retro, he's cracking me up, and I have one more card to share with you. So this is the same coffee-shaped card, but notice on the lid here, it has beautiful dimension. I just ink blended a little white pigment ink on black cardstock. It's got a little gift card holder on the inside, and then on the front we have tiny Santa, same size as the tiny alien or tiny astronaut, and I put him on a little boinger. He is fabulous. I can't wait to share that video with you later on. Don't forget to hop along and check out the new release. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.